So just come to a comfortable seat on your mat. That can look like whatever it looks like for you. Maybe maybe you have your legs crossed, maybe you have them straight. Just a position where you can come and kind of get yourself grounded and into the moment. You can close your eyes or slowly gaze down at the ground. Try to drop your shoulders down. Try to keep a nice straight spine. And then just take a few moments to bring yourself into your practice, onto your mat. Try to clear your mind. Try not to think about what's yet to come today. Just give yourself this moment. Bring your focus to your breath. Trying to lengthen the inhale. Release the exhale fully. Maybe even taking a few breaths where you hold at the top and then let the exhale go. Feel the base of your spine rooted down. And that energy from the earth going all the way up your spine. Coming out the top of your head. Maybe you can sit a little bit taller. And one more deep breath. And if you want, you can start to open your eyes. On your exhale, right ear goes towards your right shoulder. Try not to shrug the shoulder up. If you want, right hand can come to the top of the head, providing a little more weight. Release the hand. Inhale up through center. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Release the hand. Inhale through center. Exhale, chin to chest. Maybe both hands come to the back of the head. Elbows fall forward. Releasing the hands. Inhale up through center. Interlace the fingers underneath the chin. Bring the elbows together and then lift the chin. Release the hands, come back through center, and then just take some organic movement with your neck, maybe rolling it out, maybe shaking yes or no. And coming back through center, rolling out the shoulders, exaggerated movement, pulling up, pulling back, pulling down. Reverse direction. And coming back through center, take your right leg, cross it over your left. So you're trying to get your knees stacked, but if they're not stacked, that's okay. Feet are out to the side. You really want to push down through that right hip, and then take your left arm out to the side or your left hand out to the side. Right arm reaches up and then reaches over. Try not to let that right hip lift. So really push down through the hip and then reach with the hand. Inhale up. Bring that right foot to the floor so that your legs are crossed and your knee is up. Then take your left elbow inside that knee, right hand behind you, sit up tall, twist to the right. Inhale back through center, switching it out. Left leg goes on top this time. Knees stacked, feet out to the side. Pushing down through that left hip. Right hand comes to the mat. Left hand reaches up and then over. Push down through the hip, reach with the fingertips. Inhale up. Left foot comes to the floor. Bring that knee up. Right elbow outside the knee. Left hand behind you. Sit up tall. Twist to the left. Inhale back through center. Untwisting the legs. Take the legs long in front of you. And then you're just going to hold behind your right thigh. You can interlace your fingers if you want. And you're just going to straighten and bend a few times. And you'll start feeling that hamstring start to stretch. You might not get all the way to straight, and that's fine. Just working on stretching that hamstring in the back of the leg. Try to keep sitting up tall. Don't hunch your back. One more time. Release the right leg. Pull the left leg in. Hold the thigh. Sit up tall. Straighten and bend. You might notice one leg is easier to straighten than the other. For me, it's that right leg. The left leg is harder. One more time. And bring it down, swing around, come into a tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And go through a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the chin. Exhale, arch the back, tuck the chin. Keep going with your breath. If this is the first time you've done yoga in a while, that might feel really good on your back. One more full round. Back to neutral. Right leg slides out behind you and then crosses over that left leg so the toes are still on the ground. And then look over your left shoulder. Feel a stretch in the whole right side of your body. Inhale back through center. Knee comes down. Exhale, left leg stretches back. Cross over. Toes come to the ground. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale through center. Knee comes back down. Take some organic movement here. Maybe you go left and right. Maybe you do some circles. Maybe stretching out your wrists. Maybe doing a few more down dog, not down dog, cat dog. Dog, you know what I mean. Cat cow. Whatever feels good to you. And coming back to neutral. Inhale, right leg goes out to hip height. And then left arm comes forward. Trying to have everything all in one line. Reach with your fingertips, push with your heel, pull the belly button in. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, left leg goes back. Right hand comes forward. Find your balance. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, take that right leg back again. Tuck your left toes. And then you're going to start to push into a three-legged dog, keeping that right leg raised. On an exhale, come back down. Drop the knee down. Inhale, left leg goes back. Tuck the right toe. Inhale, push back, down dog, three-legged dog. Exhale, come back forward, drop it down. We'll do that one more time each side. Right leg goes back, tuck the left toes, push back, three-legged dog. Exhale, come forward, drop it down. Left leg back, tuck the right toe, push back, three-legged dog. You can really feel your hamstrings start to work there. Exhale, come forward, drop it down. Tuck both toes, push back, down dog. And then take a minute, pedal out your feet. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. Pointer fingers pointing straight ahead. Feet can be mat distance or hip distance or closer together, whatever works for you. Hips are high. You're really pushing out of your shoulders all the way down through your hands. I'm finding a little stillness here. Noticing how that feels in the back of your legs. Inhale, walk your feet forward to meet your hands and just fold. Maybe you bend your knees, maybe you grab elbows, sway or rock. Release your hands down. Inhale, slowly come all the way up to standing, reaching up, looking up. And exhale, hands come to heart center, closing your eyes for a moment. Sending yourself or someone else a kind thought. Open the eyes. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And this is a little different than what we normally do. On the exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. So you're coming into a lunge with your hands on the ground. Drop that left knee down, untuck your toes. Inhale, come up to a low lunge. Feeling the stretch in both the right and the left hip. One is in the front of the hip, one is in the back of the hip. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Step that left foot forward. Exhale, right foot comes back, coming into that lunge. And then drop your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Inhale up, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step the left foot back, go through a vinyasa or push back to down dog. So if you want the vinyasa, chaturanga, to cobra, to down dog. Inhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step that left foot back again. Drop the left knee, untuck the toes. This time, keep your left hand on the mat. Right hand opens up, low lunge with a twist. Right hand comes back down. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Step the left foot forward. Take the right foot back. Untuck the toes. Or take the knee down, untuck the toes, sorry. Right hand comes to the mat. Left hand opens up, low lunge with the twist. Left hand comes back to the mat, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step the left foot back, take a vinyasa or push back to down dog. Inhale, walk or float, top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, chair pose. Sink down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, take a flow, or push back to down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend the knee, open the hips. Opening to the side, bringing your heel close to your butt. And then straighten the leg, step it forward between your hands. Rotate your left heel down so your toes are pointing out about 30 degrees. Take both hands on the inside of that right foot. And then walk them over to the left and forward, coming into a down dog lunge. Push equally through both feet. Feeling an opening through your thighs, your groin. Walking the hands back. Lifting that left heel. Step your right heel back. Take a flow or push back to down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend the knee, open the hip. Try to keep equal weight in both hands. Straighten the leg, step it forward between the hands. Rotate the right heel down, toes point out about 30 degrees. Front knee is over the front ankle. Both hands come on the inside, and then walk to the right and forward. Push down with the hands so you can really open through the thighs. Inhale, coming back through center, lifting the right heel, step the left foot back, go through a flow, or push back to down dog. Inhale, walk or float, top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Bend the knees, sink down, chair pose. Inhale, stand up. So that's a new type of sun salutation that we don't normally do, but I figured we'd try it out. So we're going to do one more. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, take a flow, or push back to down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Step that right foot forward again. Drop the left heel down again. Make sure your front knee is over your front ankle. And then lift your hands up, bind them behind you. So interlace your fingers behind you. Squeeze your elbows onto your back, your shoulders onto your back. Reach your arms up and come into a humble warrior. So usually we do this by folding forward. This time we're just doing it. We're already folded forward. We're just adjusting our arms. Releasing the hands down, lifting the left heel, step the right foot back, take a flow or push back to down dog. Inhale, left leg rise. Step it forward. Drop that right heel down. Left ankle underneath the left knee. Then take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, squeeze shoulders back, elbows back. Start to straighten the arms. Stay folded forward, lift your arms. Release the hands down. Lift the right heel, step the left foot back, take a flow or push back. Inhale, walk or float. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold or stand up. Sorry. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, step back, taking your option. Take a few deep breaths here. Try to slow your heart rate a little bit. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward. Rotate the back foot parallel to the back of the mat. And then rotate up into a warrior two. So your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Your front heel is aligned with your back arch. Tailbone is tucked. Front knee is over front ankle. Both arms reaching. Flip your front palm. Stay low in that front knee. Don't let yourself lift up. Reach back. Come forward, extended side angle. Forearm comes to the thigh or hand comes to the floor or a block. Inhale, come back to that reverse warrior, this time straightening your front leg as you reach back. And then reach forward. Wherever you land, drop down, triangle pose. Both legs straight, pull up on your kneecaps. Both hands come down to frame your front foot, bend your front knee. Put the weight into that front foot. Start stepping your back foot in, and then come up into a standing split. Try to straighten the right leg. Don't worry about how high the left leg goes. Just try to keep that left hip pointing down. And try to pull your head in towards your right shin. Exhale, release your left foot down. And just hang here for a minute, maybe pedal out your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, take a flow, or push back to down dog. Take a big breath in, long breath out. Inhale, left leg rising. Step it forward. Rotate the right heel so the right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Cartwheel your arms up. Warrior two. Pushing through that back pinky toe. Front knee over front ankle. Make sure the knee isn't falling in. Push it back towards the third or fourth toe. Tailbone tuck, belly button in. With the front palm, stay low in that front knee and reach back. And then come forward, extended side angle. Inhale, come back to your reverse warrior. Straighten your front leg this time. And then exhale, reach forward and drop down, triangle pose. Pull up on both kneecaps. Strengthen the leg. Both hands come down to frame the front foot, bend the front knee. Start stepping the right foot in, and then come up into a standing split, straightening the left leg. Right hip stays pointing down, pulling the head in towards the left shin. And exhale, release the foot down. Hang here, pedal it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, take a flow, or go to down dog. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, walk your feet forward towards the top of the mat. Take them mat distance apart. Toes turn out. Sink your hips down, Malasana or Yogi Squat. Trying to keep your heels on the mat. If they don't touch the mat, maybe take your stance a little wider, or you can always fold up a blanket or something and put it under your heels, but you want your heels supported. Sink your butt down as low as you can get it. Use your elbows to push your knees open. And then hands come down to the mat. Straighten the legs. Just come into a fold here. Try walking your hands back between your feet. You can feel a little bit more of a stretch in the back of the leg. Walking the hands back to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, take a flow, or push back to down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right wrist, setting up for pigeon pose. So right knee to right wrist, right ankle towards left wrist, left leg long behind you. Keeping your hips square to the top of the mat. And then come down to your level of comfort. Feeling that in the right hip. And just coming into some deep breathing here. On an inhale, coming up onto your hands, you're going to roll onto that right hip. So put the weight into your right hip this time. Bend your left knee and reach back for that left foot. You can stay here. So you're trying to bring that left heel in towards your butt, which will give you a little stretch in the quads. So you can stay here, or you can try to come back to where you're square on that hip, but it's a much deeper stretch. So it's up to you. You can stay on the right hip and just stretch the quad, or you can try to square the hips back up and come off of that right hip. And then release that left foot, swing it around to the front. Left ankle comes onto the right thigh. So let me turn towards you so you can see. So my knees are stacked and my ankles are stacked. If you have room here, you can always put something in there. They don't have to touch. Sit up nice and tall. And then walk your hands forward, fold forward. You'll feel that on the outside of the left hip. Inhale, walking the hands back, bring the hands behind you, and then unwrap your legs and switch it out. So right ankle will be on top this time, left ankle underneath, sitting up tall, walk your hands forward and fold, feeling it in the right hip this time. Inhale, coming back up. Take that right leg, swing it around behind you. Come onto the left hip. Reach back and grab for that right foot. Trying to bring the right heel in to the butt. You can stay on the left hip, or you can try to square your hips and bring the right knee facing the back of your mat. That always feels like too intense of a stretch for me, so I usually stay on the hip. And release the right leg, and then set yourself up for pigeon on the left side. So working the left leg towards parallel to the top of the mat. It's okay if it's not there today. The right leg is straight, and come down to your level of comfort. Make sure your hips are square. Inhale back up onto your hands. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, step back, down dog. Pedal it out. Release those hips. And on an inhale, walk your feet forward, bend your knees, come down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest, roll around, massage your spine. And coming into a happy baby, pulling the knees in towards the armpits, soles of the feet pointing up towards the ceiling. Push your tailbone down, roll your shoulders down. Bringing the knees back together, opening the arms out to a T. On an exhale, drop the knees to the right, push through your left shoulder. Inhale through center. And exhale, drop the knees to the left, push through the right shoulder. Inhale through center. Take any last movements that are calling to you. And then when you're ready, find that comfortable resting position, whatever that looks like for you. Closing down the eyes. Coming back to that feeling of being connected to the earth, grounded down. Taking another big breath in. On the exhale, release any remaining tension, any stress, anything not serving you. Letting it go. Shavasana. Slowly starting to bring your awareness back. Making small movements in fingers and toes, and ankles and wrists. Rolling your head side to side. And taking your arms overhead for one last big full body stretch. Rolling over onto one side. Taking one last moment. Feeling a sense of peace and calm and accomplishment. Knowing that you created that. And you can come back to this moment at any time. With your eyes still closed, making your way to a seated position and bringing your hands to heart center. I thank each of you for coming to practice today, taking time to move your body and quiet your mind. And thank you for allowing me to guide you. I hope the rest of your day is happy, and I hope you feel loved. Thumbs to forehead center. Namaste. Thank you guys. Feels good to be back. See people, move.
Good. I've been gone longer than
I know, right? Have a